Hello everyone, DSP here, and I'm adjourning my streaming day, and I want to make a quick announcement both for those on stream and those watching on demand right now. So I'm making a little separate video about this to break it out so you know what's going on tomorrow. I have a new guest for my Level 1 podcast. At least let me confirm that it hasn't canceled. I don't think it has. I think we're good to go for tomorrow. I just want to confirm that before I overpromise and underdeliver here. No cancellation. All right, so basically, tomorrow, I'm going to have a guest on my show. Someone who many of you probably have no idea who this person is. It was someone who I had association with about, 7.5 years ago. Allow me to explain. So back in early 2017, the YouTube ad apocalypse happened. And at that point, I had to change from being a full-time on-demand content creator to a full-time streamer. I had to adopt all these new mannerisms, interacting with my stream chat, doing shout outs for contributions and the like. At that point, I was streaming on Twitch TV. Okay. And at that time, basically there were some things that were happening. Like there was, you get like, oh, watch this person and relate it or something like that. And at one point, I was actually trying to branch out and I was trying to cross over to other content creators. And there was one particular person who I was very friendly with. I would go to their streams and I would like be in the chat and talk with them when they were streaming gameplay. And then sometimes they would be very nice and come by and talk during my streams. And we were very friendly. And actually this person helped me over 2017 with various projects. For example, when I was playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, this person coached me to figure out how to do a dual wielding build, which I never knew how to do. I didn't even know you could dual wield in Dark Souls 2. So basically, we were very friendly for almost a year, I would say. And then what ended up happening was we decided that we wanted to do some content together. Like we were talking that we were going to do a collab, and one of the collabs that we were going to do was actually Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter was a game that I had never really played before, and I was interested in doing. And at that time, I did capture for my Nintendo 3DS XL, and I tried a Monster Hunter game, but I played it solo, and quite frankly, playing those games solo can be quite boring. So we were actually planning on doing a Monster Hunter collab, and actually we had plans to do another collab with other content creators, and all this stuff was in the works, okay? Now, what ended up happening, sadly, is at this time, this was when my detractors literally went from being, oh, we don't like Phil, let's make fun of him, to literally, let's ruin Phil's life. And so what happened was they found out that, because I talked about it on streams and stuff. I was like, yeah, I went to his stream, he comes on my stream, I'm talking with him and stuff, and we're planning all this out. And systematically, what my detractors started doing was going over to his streams on Twitch and literally harassing him and his viewers. Like he was, they would literally go into his chat and start sitting there and talking shit about me and talking shit about him, saying, why is he going to work with me and stuff like that. And basically after this, at first it's like, okay, it's not a big deal. But then they were like consistently doing it, like over and over, to the point where the guy's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to control my streams if these assholes keep coming by and trying to pull this. So sadly, I basically had to cut off all ties with this guy and disassociate with him because of my detractors. And this is not something that either side wanted to do. Like we were actually getting friendly, and this was a way for me to branch out and start collabs and stuff as a streamer. And that's why remember the Keemstar interview I just did a few weeks ago, and he's like, what you need to do is reach out and collab. And I explained to him, I wanted to. That was my original intention. My detractors stopped me from doing it, right? This was one of the first major cases of that, all right? So for those who don't know who I'm describing, I don't think a single person in chat just said his name. His name is Tolomeo, and he has streamed consistently on Twitch for ages. He's known for like Monster Hunter and like FromSoft style playthroughs, but this guy plays a giant variety of games, okay? He's not a full-time streamer like me. He streams way more sporadically. So basically tomorrow, we're going to have an interview. We're going to talk about those days, 2017, what happened during that year. I want to hear how he's doing now. This guy's into games and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to have a fun interview. It's not just about that, but that's going to be one of the topics we're definitely going to discuss. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Tolomeo, T-O-L-O-M-E-O. Obviously, I'm going to put it in the title of this video so you know who's coming by tomorrow, okay? So that's going to be the interview in the morning that I'm going to do in place of the standard level 1 podcast. The way it's going to go is basically just like I do my other interviews. I'll turn on the stream around 11 a.m. We'll do a half an hour of build up, get people excited, technical difficulties. This is the first time I'm going to be using Discord on my actual gaming PC. So I need to get that stuff all worked out. And then we're going to stream and he's going to join. He's just going to do audio because he only does audio. He doesn't appear with face cam in his content. So he's just going to be audio only, but it's going to be a fun hour or so interview where we talk about all kinds of stuff, games, what he's up to, what's his most anticipated games of the year, what kind of games is he planning on playing in the future, how he's doing with his life, what actually happened in 2017 and how it affected him in his content and stuff like that. This is a conversation I've wanted to do for ages because I feel bad that me having some kind of a association, a positive association with this guy actually ended up with him being harassed by people on the internet for no good reason. The guy literally never did a thing wrong at all and had to cut off ties with me because of these assholes. So now is the time to expose these people and start talking about them and show that, this wasn't something that I actively wanted to do. Do you think I really wanted to just sit here on this channel and hide for a good 7+ years? No, I wanted 7 years ago to branch out and be different, and they wouldn't allow me to do it because they were scumbags. Okay. So that is tomorrow's interview. I hope that you'll come by and you'll enjoy it. If you're not interested, well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Metaphor demo all day long. It has come out on PC. I have it. It's 5 hours long. So after the interview's over, I'm going to jump into Metaphor and play it all day long. If you're interested in that, come on by. But I think a lot of people may be interested to see 2 lifelong gamers, 2 streamers, talk, associate, shoot the shit, talk about the old times from 2017, talk about how things are going in the present day, etc. All right, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be very different from the other interviews that I've done up to this point. I think it would be pretty neat. So I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow, the 26th of September, here on the Level 1 podcast, starting 11 a.m. Pacific time. All right, thanks, everyone. I will see you then.